That pile of scrap wood sitting in the corner of your garage right now, the offcuts you keep telling yourself you'll use someday, the random pieces left over from every project you've ever done, that's not trash waiting to be thrown out. That's inventory waiting to be sold. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn those forgotten scraps into real money in your pocket. Every project I'm about to share follows 3 simple rules. First, they use true scrap wood, the small pieces, the offcuts, the stuff most people toss in the burn pile. Second, they build fast, most in under an hour. And third, they actually sell. These aren't Pinterest ideas that look pretty but nobody buys. These are proven sellers that woodworkers are moving right now on Etsy, at craft fairs, and on Facebook Marketplace. Let's start with the most obvious one that people somehow still overlook: wooden coasters. I know, coasters sound boring, but boring sells. Every home needs coasters. Every person buying a gift for a housewarming party grabs coasters. And when those coasters are handmade from beautiful hardwood instead of some cheap cork thing from a big box store, people notice. They stop scrolling. They buy. The best part is the math. Your material cost is basically zero because you're using scraps, 30 minutes of work for a set of 6, and you're selling them for $12 to $25 depending on the wood and the finish. Here's a tip that instantly makes your coasters more attractive. Mix different wood species in the same set. Walnut next to maple next to cherry. That contrast catches the eye, and customers will pay more for it without you doing any extra work. Now, if you've got slightly longer scraps lying around, maybe 12 to 15 inches, wooden spoons and spatulas are pure profit. Think about it. The handmade kitchen utensil market is exploding right now. People want to move away from plastic. They want something that feels real, something that looks beautiful hanging in their kitchen. And a hand-carved wooden spoon does exactly that. One spoon takes about 30 to 45 minutes to make. Your cost is essentially nothing since you're using scrap, and depending on the wood and the design, you're looking at $15 to $35 per spoon. Per spoon! Just make sure you use food-safe woods like cherry, maple, or walnut, and finish them with mineral oil. Customers always ask about this, so get ahead of it. Put it right in your product description. For even smaller scraps, those little blocks you really don't know what to do with, bottle openers are the answer. Everybody drinks something that needs opening, and a solid wooden bottle opener with a nice, comfortable handle, that's the kind of thing people use every single day and think about who made it every single time. Here's the move. Buy the metal opener hardware in bulk online. You can get them for about 50 cents each if you order 50 or 100 at a time. The wood handle is where your creativity comes in. Shape it however you want. Round, angular, rustic, smooth. Every single one comes out looking unique, which is exactly what customers want. Material cost is $2 to $3 total. Sell price is $20 to $25, and each one takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes to make. That's a serious hourly rate for scrap wood. Moving to wall decor, rustic picture frames are one of the most underrated scrap wood projects out there. And I mean truly rustic, the kind of frames that show the saw marks, the knots, the natural character of the wood. That's not a flaw, that's literally the selling point. People are paying premium prices for that farmhouse aesthetic right now. You're using those skinny scraps, the 1x2s, the 1x3s, the long, thin pieces that seem useless. 45 minutes to an hour of work, $1 or $2 in materials, and you're selling for $20 to $45 per frame. Offer them in sets of 3 matching frames for a gallery wall, and you can charge even more. Customers love when the design work is already done for them. Sticking with wall-mounted items, key holders with hooks are small but mighty moneymakers. Everyone loses their keys. Everyone wishes they had a designated spot by the door. A simple scrap of wood, 8 to 12 inches long with a few hooks attached and a nice finish, that's a $20 product all day long that cost you maybe $3 or $4 to make, including the hooks.
But here's where it gets interesting. Add a small shelf on top, just a little ledge where someone can toss their sunglasses or drop the mail. It takes you 10 extra minutes, maybe costs an extra $1 in wood, but it adds $10 to $15 to your selling price. Small upgrades, big returns. That's the game. Now, if you have any scraps with really beautiful grain, the pieces that feel almost too nice to use on a small project, save them for candle holders. Tea light holders specifically are absurdly easy to make. You're basically taking a block of wood and drilling a hole the right size. That's it. 20 to 40 minutes of work and you've got something that sells for $10 to $25. The secret here is selling them in sets. A single candle holder for $10 is nice. A set of 3 matching candle holders in varying heights for $35 is better. Same amount of total work, more money per sale, and customers feel like they're getting a complete look instead of just a piece. And finally, project number 7, and honestly, this one has the highest profit margin of everything I've mentioned: small jewelry boxes and trinket boxes. These take a bit more time, maybe 1 to 2 hours, depending on the complexity, but the selling price reflects that: $25 to $60 per box, and your material cost is still just a few bucks since you're working with scraps. The key to making jewelry boxes sell fast is the inside. Line it with felt. I'm serious. A 50-cent piece of felt glued inside the box transforms the whole thing. Suddenly it looks professional. It looks like something from a boutique, not someone's garage. That tiny detail can add $20 to what someone is willing to pay. Never underestimate how much presentation matters. So there you have it, 7 ways to turn that growing pile of scrap wood into actual income. But here's the thing that ties all of this together, and I wish someone had told me this earlier. Stop thinking of your scraps as leftovers. Start thinking of them as pre-cut inventory. Create a simple system. Sort your scraps by size. Small pieces go in one bin, those become coasters and bottle openers. Medium pieces go in another bin, those become candle holders and key racks. Long, thin pieces in a third bin, those become spoons and picture frames. When you've got enough in any bin, spend an afternoon doing batch production. You make 10 or 20 of the same item at once, your time per piece drops dramatically, and suddenly you've got $300 to $500 in inventory from wood you were literally going to throw away. If you want step-by-step plans that make building these projects even easier, there's a resource I recommend in the description. Over 16,000 woodworking plans with detailed instructions, material lists, and measurements for everything from simple scrap projects like these to full furniture builds. It's helped me speed up my builds and come up with new product ideas, and it might do the same for you. Check it out through the link below. Your challenge is simple. Go look at your scrap pile today. Pick one project from this list that matches what you've got. Build it this week, list it for sale this weekend, then come back here and tell me what happened. Drop a comment and let me know which project you chose and how the sale went. I read every single comment and I genuinely want to hear about your wins. That scrap pile isn't clutter, it's opportunity. Now go turn it into money.